All right, so we are back and ready to unpack this crazy SmackDown. It was wild. We are diving deep into that tag team title match. It went completely off the rails. You know I live for the drama.
Oh, yeah, it had everything. We're talking Clash of Titans, Fall of Empires, high-flying action, all in one night.
It was unreal. So we started with two teams, total opposites. The Motor City Machine Guns, they're like acrobats in the ring.
They are always pushing the limits, those high-risk maneuvers. I hold my breath every time.
Right. And then you have the Bloodline,
Yeah.
just a force of nature, raw power, untouchable dominance. You know?
Yeah, it was like watching a real-life David and Goliath story.
Exactly. And that tension in the arena, you could cut it with a knife. Everyone knew something big was about to go down.
You could feel it in the air, and that energy from the Motor City Machine Guns, fighting like every move was their last. That underdog spirit, man, it was contagious.
For sure. And just when the match was reaching fever pitch, things took a turn nobody saw coming. The Usos returned. And they were not messing around.
Yeah, that entrance, everyone was stunned. Were they back to support the Bloodline? It seemed too good to be true.
Oh, it was way too good to be true. The moment was shattered pretty quickly. The Usos unleashed this fury, pent-up energy.
I haven't seen anything like that in years.
Me neither. And they turned on their own family. The Bloodline.
I mean, that's what makes this so huge. It's not just a rivalry. This is family betrayal. And that changes the whole game in WWE.
Right. Family is everything in wrestling.
Right.
Think about all the legendary families. The
Yeah.
McMahons, Von Erichs. It's always been about loyalty and legacy. This move by the Usos throws all that out the window.
Exactly. It's a whole new era.
And you could tell it was personal, too. This wasn't just a performance. Every move was fueled by raw emotion. The intensity was off the charts.
And in all that chaos, the Motor City Machine Guns, they just thrived. They are known for their quick thinking, their strategy.
They saw an opening and took it. They used that pandemonium to their advantage. An incredible series of moves. Bam! They hit their signature finisher.
And the place erupted. The energy shifted. The crowd went wild. Talk about a moment.
You could feel the arena shaking from the cheers. The Motor City Machine Guns, those risk takers, they seized the moment and walked away as the new tag team champions. What a story.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
I'm still trying to process it all.
Me too. So much to unpack here. But before we get into all that, let's take a quick break. And we'll be right back to break down the fallout of this epic SmackDown.
Can't wait. You know what gets me about all this? It's not just about the Usos and the Bloodline. It's like, what does this mean for everyone else? You got this power vacuum now, Bloodline fractured, vulnerable. Everyone's going to be scrambling.
Right. It's like the landscape of the WWE. Flipped on its head. Who's going to challenge the new champs?
Yep.
New alliances. It's a free-for-all.
Exactly. And what about the Bloodline? They've been on top for so long. What happens to a dynasty when it crumbles? Can they come back from this?
Dude, I was glued to my seat, watching their faces when the Usos turned on them. The shock, disbelief, anger. They've never been challenged like this.
It's like Shakespearean. The fall of the mighty, the betrayal.
You know who I think is the wild card in all this? The Usos. They're free agents now,
They've got a score to settle.
and they're not afraid to play dirty.
It's exciting and terrifying. They could do anything, align with a new faction, or forge their own path. Endless possibilities.
And don't forget, the Motor City Machine Guns, they've got the target on their backs. Everyone wants those tag team titles.
They got to be at the top of their game. This is just the beginning. WWE is a whole new ballgame now.
I am so ready for what's next.
Me too.
This deep dive just scratches the surface.
There's so many questions.
So many questions.
It's funny, you know, we talk about the chaos and all that, but you got the Motor City Machine Guns. They're like a symbol. Resilience, strategy, never giving up.
Yeah, they were flying high amidst all that family drama, and they still won. It's kind of inspiring. When the world feels like it's falling apart, you can still achieve your goals.
I agree. That's what makes this SmackDown so good. It's more than just wins and losses. It's the stories, the emotions, like a mirror to real life, even if it is sports entertainment.
It's like a soap opera with body slams. I love it.
Me too. What I'm really wondering is, what does this mean for tag team wrestling? Will the Motor City Machine Guns bring back that high-flying acrobatic style? Or will we see a return to, you know, that grounded, power-based style?
Like the Bloodline.
Yeah.
That's the big question, isn't it? And how will the other tag teams react? Will they try to copy the Motor City Machine Guns or stick to their own strengths?
This whole thing could reshape the division. I can't wait to see what happens.
All right, listeners, we talked about the betrayals, the wins, the Bloodline falling apart. But what I want to know is, what stood out to you?
Yeah.
What are your predictions for the WWE?
Yeah, who are you rooting for? What storylines are you excited about? Let us know. We're all in this together.
This is a community, and we're here to dive deep into
Yeah.
all the drama, the action, the excitement that WWE gives us. So stay tuned, because next week, we're back with another deep dive.
Who knows what crazy stuff will happen next?
Until then, keep your eyes peeled and your ears open.
Because the world of pro wrestling never sleeps.
True that.
And neither do we. See you next time.